What books have you read that have absolutely changed your life?
When I was leaving Uganda in 2003, January, Rachel, my sister, gave me a book called Who Moved My Cheese?
Yes.
It's the best book that I have ever had. It was an important book for me to have in that transition time of really wrestling with feeling like my story is done. My faith is important to me. There are two books that were absolutely revolutionary for me. There's a book called A New Kind of Christian. If I did not read that book, I would not be a Christian. The central character of the book is a white guy, but the person taking him on a journey of spiritual enlightenment is a black guy. And I remember reading that book, and there was so much inside of me that was wrestling. I was throwing the book across the room. And then McLaren wrote another book with a guy called Tony Campolo called Adventures in Missing the Point. It was such a revelation to me. As a person who's not satisfied with simple answers, and I feel like sometimes we're way over here, obsessed with something that is completely inconsequential. We miss the point of what is truly incredible about our faith. Nadia Bolz-Weber, former stand-up comic, former drug addict, all of these things. She's now a Lutheran pastor in Denver. She's so funny and so genuine in her faith walk. I think she's really cool. There's Rachel Held Evans, Canadian lady called Sarah Bessie. They're challenging, and I know they're controversial in certain Christian spaces, but I love them because I find them refreshing. These people are wrestling with the things that those of us that wrestle with our faith really wrestle with.
You used to write a blog.
Yes. The reason I started the blog initially was because I wanted to take the people that were on my team through some kind of spiritual formation. I would send out a blog every week. Also, when I look back to those blogs, I start to see how the texture of my faith was changing. There's some things I wrote then, and I look at it and I'm like, man, I was being like super subversive. I started really questioning whether anyone was reading or interested in the blog. I want to write, but I don't know if anyone will listen or if anyone will care.
Peter is the last born in our family. When he blogs, his imagery is very vivid. Like when he told that story about being at the courthouse, it was very vivid. Rachel's blog, which she abandoned a long time ago.
It was the best blog.
It was
Rachel,
so
bring it back,
interesting.
please.
It was so fascinating seeing the world through her eyes. Jackie's blog, which she also stopped posting on for the very same reason that you did, because she doesn't know if people are engaging with her in that way.
How is the writing going?
The writing is difficult.
Could you write something that's not in this genre? Like the stuff you put on Facebook.
I tried to do that.
Yes.
Once with this one story that I had. I had one about this woman in the police force.
Yeah.
And she had come from a different town. Scandal, not yet discovered, had followed her from where she was. And now she was in this new town. So I'm writing it. I'm happily writing. But the thing is, sometimes there are thoughts that come from the back of my head that spill out. And it turns out everybody in that town was cyborg. So I was like, wait.
Where is this book?
So thank you so much for being... Thank you so much for being here with us today. I hope you have enjoyed this video, this conversation between me and my brother. Please don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful the rest of your week.
Like and subscribe.
See you next time. Bye.
See you next time. Bye. I have a big head.
That's because you're close.